Well, it is July 31st in Seattle, and it's raining. So here we have the backyard orchard, and one of my most popular posts is about designing the fruit tree quartets for the backyard orchard. So I think it's a pretty popular topic people are interested in. So let me show you around. So each of the fruit tree quartets is planted in a 5x5 slightly raised bed. This is apple, pear, plum, and more apple. And we had one additional bed that I did not have trees for, so this year I have used it for my winter squashes. This is a blue Hubbard, and that's about the size of a basketball now. Outside of the main veggie growing area, I do have other edibles planted. These are 3 blueberries that I just put in this year. These are my white currants. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Aren't they beautiful? It's like little caviar of the fruit world. And my sweet cherry quartet. It's hard to see because of all the things going on in the background, but these right here are 4 sweet cherries on dwarf rootstock. In the very background up there on the arbor, there are 4 grapevines trained. So this is our front yard garden. Consists of the potted display garden and 5 raised beds, plus 2 espaliered pears, and 3 hibiscus, and a little potato bed over there. This bed is celeriac down the middle for winter harvest, and then all along the perimeter is my spring parsley, which has just gone to flower. Here's one of my fall beds. I've got 2 different types of cabbages, Savoy and a January King. I've got Brussels sprouts right up the middle. And then because both the cabbages and the Brussels sprouts are very slow growing, I've interplanted with some chard, and I've seeded with a bunch of different types of greens. So those little babies you see popping up there are various kinds of lettuces, and there's some spinach as well. So this is our main planting of garlic. It's just about ready to pull. Our main garden garlic died, as you guys know. So this is what we're going to be working with for the year. And this is the cool little alien puffball allium flower of elephant garlic. And I am 5 foot 9 inches tall, and this thing is a good 3 inches taller than I am. So it gives you some idea how tall these things get. This patty pan is just loaded with little baby squashes. I'm going to go in here and grab a bunch. So easy to pick. A couple different varieties of fall and winter cauliflower with really staggered maturation dates. Some of the cauliflower in the back won't be ready until next May. And then in addition to the cauliflower, I've thrown more beets along the edge. And this is my favorite bed, I think, this year. It has red Zeppelin red onions and seascape strawberries. We're a little past peak strawberry season now. We're into late July, but this batch of strawberries is still putting out a few little fruit. Look, they're perfect too. Well, that's breakfast. The only disadvantage to this bark mulch is that I get a lot of these little mushrooms popping up when it rains. Does anyone know what kind of mushrooms these are? I put this little display garden in with a sign asking people to please take a look and check out what we're growing out here out front in 7 terracotta pots with some leftover starts and a couple of seeds that were past their ideal sell date. We've got something like 10 different crops growing here in just a little teeny bit of space. The front yard garden has 2 espaliered combo pear trees that were just put in very early this year, so they're babies. I wanted to put in an inexpensive and simple support system for the espalier, and I didn't want it to be real visually intrusive because this is our front yard. So I bought these hanging hooks and ran vertical wires down to these tie-down straps. Can you see that? So those are held really tight, and then I just looped in some horizontal wires and wrapped the wire around each other to kind of provide some support, and that's what my espaliers are growing on.
Whatever it takes you to believe it, that's all right with